Let's give it a try. So for example, I sketched out a little bit here, and I just go ahead and start to find those edges and just go ahead and start putting it together here, shading that in as I go, finding the edge of this cushion, which is a separate piece, and then taking it back here to this section here, lightly putting it in because it is rounded off, so I'll go ahead and round that off, and then start to build this up here. So don't hesitate to get started on this, you two. And once you can plot out one piece, just like if you do a portrait, the rest of it's going to fall right into place. So there's the base of it. You take a look at the back rest of this. I'm just going to go ahead. I got it sketched out a little bit. It's kind of, when you look at this, it's nothing more than a block in 3D, almost like an isometric block that they used as the design. So it's pretty cool. See if you can build that section up, just lining up the center there. Building this piece. And this has this interior part. And there you go. So it's pretty well sketched out. And then as you go in, you can simply give it some of the tone already. And then coming down here, this is the part where I'm saying you could just go ahead and start to shade that shape. Put down the thickness to it. And it's already building up these three panels. So at the same time, it's laying it out at the same time, putting it together. Then when you come down to the four corners, usually it has the angle to show you the legs of the chair. Find out where those are located. They're kind of constructed with a couple pieces. Can't see too much at the back. This gives me this overhang. It's got a little bit of design work on this section. It kind of crosses over and builds up a little bit of strength there. You can kind of see a little bit. So I'm kind of shading it at the same time, which is fine. It builds up the thickness right away. Then all I need to do is go back and find the shadow part. So, and that'll help it define itself. So here's the thickness of the piece of wood that's cutting across. Just go ahead and find that edge to it. So that piece is done. Kind of connects into there. These parts crossing over.
Did you draw the chair?
Cracking on there. So here's this part just covered with a shadow right there. This part's going underneath. And shadows are right there. And just take a look at the edges. Help you put it right in there. So it's pretty easily constructed once you get the layout of it done. Here's the wood, and then it just has the cast shadows, and the cast shadows actually help you with that design itself. Oops. Oops, here we go. So there's that piece. Now this vinyl, I think it's vinyl, we'll check it out. It has a little thickness to it. This part is casting the shadow down here. Like so. And it gets that little value to take a look at it. And then you just go back in here to tighten this up here. So you can kind of see it. And the last part is if you put in some of the cast shadows to show this background to it. It's pretty crisp because of the lighting. And there you go. Kind of that piece. Again, just find some of the edges there. Take a look at the overall value. This has a little bit of a highlight. So it's going to be a light tone up here. A couple different pencils. This is a little harder lead.
Please excuse the interruption. The 8th grade tours for this afternoon will be starting shortly. Thank you.